Hi, everyone, with ESPN.com MMA writer Brett Okamoto. I'm Max Bretos, getting ready for UFC 156 at the Mandalay Bay Event Center here in Las Vegas. And let's start at the top, Brett. It's going to be the main event. Jose Aldo defending his featherweight title against Frankie Edgar, who is dropping 10 pounds. What do you expect to see in that one?
I expect to see fireworks. This is one of the best fights the UFC can put on in its entire roster, in my opinion. Just two phenomenal pound-for-pound fighters in Jose Aldo and Frankie Edgar. I've been waiting to see Edgar drop to 145 pounds for a long time. I think the big question is, will his speed translate down there? A lot of things that Frankie Edgar does well is based on speed. And while at lightweight he always was the smaller guy in the cage, he was also always the faster one. That will not apply here at 145. He'll be fighting guys who are as quick as him. It'll be interesting to see, can he maintain that level of success when he's fighting faster guys?
And people very excited about that main event. Now in the co-main event, Rashad Evans facing Little Nog. A lot of people not too excited about this one, although there might be a caveat involved for Rashad Evans if he wins.
That's right. He might face Anderson Silva. First, he's got to get past Antonio Nogueira. I don't see him having a problem doing it. Stylistically, this fight favors Rashad Evans. He's got the wrestling credentials to get it down. He's just very explosive. Nogueira is a good boxer, but Rashad Evans can fight on the outside. He can fight on the inside. He's done both very well in his UFC career. I like him to win the fight. The question then, if he does get the fight with Anderson Silva, how will he look at 185? That's a conversation for another day, but I do think that he'll beat Antonio Nogueira.
Alistair Overeem taking on Bigfoot Silva in the heavyweights. This is the return of Overeem after a 9-month layoff.
Yes, it is, and I don't think he'll miss a step. He's facing a guy who's kind of tailor-made for him. I think Antonio Silva is a very quality fighter, but I don't think he has the skills to win this fight. He doesn't have the wrestling credentials to get Overeem down. That means he's got to beat him in a stand-up fight. Very tough to beat a kickboxing champion like Alistair Overeem in a stand-up fight, and Antonio Silva gets hit quite a bit. I think it'll be a short night of work for Alistair Overeem, and he'll get that title shot against Cain Velasquez.
And they did have a nice stare-down at the weigh-in. Real quick, your picks for Saturday night. Let's start with the main event.
Yeah, when this fight was announced, I was really leaning towards Frankie Edgar. His wrestling is very underrated, and I think that's important when you're talking about a guy who's going to be going against Jose Aldo. Regardless of how good your stand-up is, you probably don't want to stand up with Jose Aldo for 25 minutes. So I was kind of seeing Edgar getting him to the ground, testing his gas tank a little bit. However, as the fight gets closer, I'm reminded of just what a monster Jose Aldo is. I think he's going to be able to move with Frankie Edgar. The speed advantage is going to be gone that Frankie Edgar has enjoyed over his lightweight career. I'm picking Aldo to keep his belt.
Co-main event, Rashad Evans,
Absolutely.
Antonio Nogueira.
Absolutely Rashad Evans. He's just a better fighter.
And then finally, Alistair Overeem.
Alistair Overeem is going to look very good on Saturday night. He will face Velasquez.
Could be an exciting card. Should be a good one. Go to ESPN.com for all the details surrounding UFC 156.